What's going on? What's going on? Here we go. We got a few coming on. All right, only 5 minutes late this week. Not too bad. I don't know. I can't work this shit out sometimes. Anyway, camera wouldn't work for me again. I had to change a few things, adjust a few things. I don't know. Try something, adjust that, do something else. How are we, people? How are we? Tuesday night, 4th of February. We're into February already, so 1 month gone. Crazy. So even when you're getting older, the time goes quicker. I reckon it does. It definitely does. Got the Shagga Show shirt on. Big shout out, Dean Ferris, DR Disco. Hello, champion. Shardy, good, mate. I'm good. Thanks, bud. How are you travelling, mate? Good to have you on. Thanks very much. A couple more coming on. So, good week, guys. Like I said, February already. Had a bit going on since last week, I should say. So, had a big weekend, which was good. Had just enjoying the local life up here at the moment. Hang on, I'll adjust this. What are we doing here? Let's make some adjustments there. Had a big event up here on the weekend, the CQ, Central Queensland Beer and Cider Festival. So ducked out to that. So that was good fun. Good to hang with some of the locals and just enjoy the local surroundings. Did a little bit over the weekend and that to trying some different places for coffee and food and just getting around, having a look at different places. So I'm really enjoying it. Still going really well up here, so no reason why it shouldn't. And we'll just keep plugging away. So that's how it is. Guys, I hope you are all good. Everyone's back. Hello, Reese. Troy Ruda. Hello, mate. How are you, Harry L? They're all on Shags. I'm about time. Sorry, Laura. I know. Stephen D. February equals Kenda. 100%. Jace Cowie on there, mate. Good to have you on. Busy month coming up. Guys, you talk as a racer or whatever you have your off season. Off season's a bit of a pain, though. You just want to get out there. You want to have fun. You want to have a race. You want to get on track. Especially in the off season. Well, it's the same for us commentators. If we're not on the microphone, we're not doing what we love. So I'm just biting at the bit. I'm really actually struggling a little bit. Actually, it's been November since I picked up a mic at a car event. So I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm looking forward to. I've got a few coming up. It's going to be a busy month. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then the season kicks off, and I was sitting down the other night. I've probably worked out hopefully if everything comes to plan at the moment, and I'm always pushing for more gigs and more opportunities to get out there on the microphone. I've probably got about 25 weekends at the moment for the year. So hey, you never know. Hopefully we can improve on that, get a few more. We'll see what happens. You never know what's around the corner, what the year will bring. So. I'll keep you updated as I go. Like I said, February kicks off in style. Rick Houston, hello mate, how you doing? So we'll see how we go, but not first weekend on the mic this weekend. I head down to Brisbane. It seems funny actually. I'm born and bred I'll say Brisbane, but southeast Queensland. So I've only moved up, as you know, October last year. I moved up here to Gladstone, 6 hours north of Brisbane. So it seems funny to say I'm coming to Brisbane. I'm coming down to Brisbane. I haven't said that before, but I'm coming. I'm on my way down to Brisbane this weekend. Power play 34. I had to look at the numbers. There's so many. Power up to power play 34. A couple of weekends after that in Sydney is Power Cruise number 80. So that's the big one in Sydney, only a few weekends away. But that's how many of those Power Cruise events there've been. So we're at 34 power play, 80 of those Power Cruise events. So you do the sums, it's 112 or whatever, 114. I can't even, how good's my maths. Of those Power Cruise events over the years, and just keeps going and going. Storms this weekend, Mike Hyde, yeah. Like, I tend not to look at the weather forecast, to be honest with you, these days. It's like throwing a dart. That's got to be the easiest job in the world, I reckon, because if you had another job and you got you probably get 3 strikes and you're out, I reckon. But weather presenter, you can go, it's going to rain. Well, it didn't rain. Like, who goes in? Does somebody go in on a Monday and go, mate, you said it was going to rain, didn't rain, what's your story? Pick your act up or you're out. Easiest job in the world. I don't know. It's probably hard, but anyway, to me. Do they ever get it right, but do they ever get it right? It's an interesting thing, isn't it? The rain at the moment. I mean, we've been struggling, and not everyone obviously is out of the drought situation. Of course, many of our farmers and that are struggling through that. Yeah, now all of a sudden we're talking about rain where, it's funny, we start whinging about having to mow the lawn and the weeds are growing and, we'll have to whip a snip. And it's been real quite rainy and quite humid up here at the moment in Gladstone. So it feels like you have to mow every couple of days. I don't have to because I've managed to secure myself a nice little concrete complex here in the unit. I've got a concrete and rock courtyard out the back, and I've got all concrete driveway at the front. Beautiful. No mowing. But yeah, so everyone's getting that done. Dave Hayard, how you going, champion? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, so, but it's good, isn't it? It's a good problem to have, rain. I noticed, we'll talk about a few things later on, but forecast for the weekend, there's not only power play at Queensland Raceway, but just up the road at Willowbank Raceway, they got their first QDRC round for 2020. So I know a lot of guys, even from up here, are making the trip down for that. So fingers crossed. And obviously towards the end of the week, we'll know more, see how we go. But power play, rain, like it has to be pretty bad for power play or one of Power Cruise events to be called off. I'll definitely be down. Either way, I'll be down. It'll be a short trip. Leaving Friday, all day there at Queensland Raceway for power play, and then head back Sunday to Gladstone and back to work on Monday. So that's how it is. It's all good. But like I said, I'm coming down to Brisbane. But yeah, sitting there the other day, working out the calendar, working out all my dates coming up, and it's good. It's good. I've got a bit going on, which is good. I'm working on a bit of other stuff as well. And we'll see how we go, and I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated as far as that goes. A couple of things popped up this week, guys. Big post, and the Jet 275 boys, of course, with their Operation Radial Freedom podcast and all the work they do. They do a fantastic job, and they're really passionate about what they do and their races themselves. But post up from one of the boys the other day, young Sam put up a post. And coming up in Sydney at the end of this month is 28th, so Friday 28th, Saturday 29th is the first Kenda Radial round. So the Kenda Radial series has been running up here for 3 seasons now, I think, in Queensland, mainly at Willowbank Raceway, and they were doing a trip once a year to Benaraby up here in Gladstone. A great series. It's really gone gangbusters. It's getting better all the time. The radial revolution is underway well and truly, and a lot of guys are following that. But so the guys have gone out on a limb. They've decided to put an event on in Sydney because there was a call for it. And as it stands, now, Sam put up a post, I think Sunday night. I think we're in Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, Sunday night. He was a bit disgusted. Only had 53 entries, I think, from memory. I think it's over the 60 now. But it's disappointing. It's disappointing. I booked plane tickets, so I had an opportunity to jump on and grab some cheap plane tickets earlier, late last year, I should say, for that. I wanted to get down there for that. I got a couple of guys going. I just wanted to be there. I love the radial scene. I love what the Kenda boys are doing. And the first event in Sydney was pretty exciting. But as it stands, the entries aren't great, and it's really unfortunate. I don't understand. There's so many tough cars, so many fast cars down in Sydney. Even as far as, like, if you're in Melbourne, I guess, it's from Brisbane, it's a town-hour drive. From Melbourne, I think it's about 8, isn't it? So it's a shorter drive. So I don't know why you guys aren't taking advantage of these events. These guys have got to put their balls on the line to put on events like this. There's a lot of money involved. I don't know the figure. But I do know it's quite a significant amount that the guys will have to cough up as a track, higher fee with Sydney Dragway. I know it's significant more than Willowbank. Willowbank's a big fee, but I know it's significantly more for Sydney Dragway. So these guys are, they're out there. They're having a go. They put their they put their money on the line. They put their balls on the line. They made an effort, and it's just not coming off at the moment. I don't understand why. Let's hope there's some late entries coming in. There's a few. Let's hope there's some races that just aren't sure. And get out there, have a go, come and be part of this. But it needs to happen, and I hope the guys don't do their dough on this event. But at the moment, 60 odd entries is far from where they would have hoped. I can assure you that. It's nothing to get 100 plus entries up here to one of the Brisbane Willowbank events. I say Brisbane these days, but the Willowbank events. So come on, guys, if you're in Sydney, if you're roundabouts, get out there, have a go at the Kenda Drag Radial event coming up at the end of this month. Get your entries in. They need the numbers. It's a good event. It's this radial thing. It's not going away. It's not a phase. I spoke to a couple of seasons ago. It was funny. Like I said, I was still an official at Willowbank Raceway there, and some of the old stages there amongst the board and amongst the the officials and all the spectators were like, yeah, I don't know about this, and I'm like, it's not going anywhere. It's not a phase. This thing is going to take off, and it has in Queensland, and it needs to continue, and it will. And I don't understand why you guys aren't supporting it in Sydney. So come on, guys, let's get behind it. Let's make it happen. If we could make it, yeah, great. But yeah, Dean Ferris, of course, saying it could be. Yeah, it's a big investment in time and money, and it's quite a commitment to travel that sort of distance. Like I said, 10 plus hours or whatever. It's a couple of $1,000 weekend, really, realistically, by the time you put accommodation and that. But if you're in Sydney or surrounds, it's a no-brainer, guys. You've got to get out there, you've got to get involved, and you've got to take part in that. So look, like I said, I'm coming down for it. There's a heap of Queensland teams coming down for it. There's the best of the best. The Sydney already entered. Some of the guys that have consistently come up here and follow the Queensland series and support that. And we need more. There's heaps of cars. There's heaps of cars that can fit those brackets. Just check out the radio rules. They're pretty straightforward. There's nothing real ambiguous about them. And let's hope we can get some. We've got to get those numbers up. There's no reason. It's the real deal. There you go, Jess Beckham and Cowie Red. There's no reason why we can't get at least over 100 competitors. I can't see why not. Honestly, can't see why not. So get involved in that. The shootouts are there as well on the Friday night. They're going to be fantastic to watch. The three main brackets, of course, Outlaw, Radial, 275 and 235. $5,000 to the winner of the shootouts. Those will be a highlight on the Friday night. They're good fun. When you put $5,000 on the line, the boys start stepping it up, and the boys and girls, I should say, apologise, start stepping it up and really putting in the effort. So it's a good spectacle. You've got to be there. If you're not racing, you need to be there as a spectator. You need to support this event because the guys, like I said, they're doing a good thing. And you need to help them out. Still haven't worked out this scrolling thing. Queensland is the radials, though. Don't think radials will work. CJ Davies, maybe you could put radials on that front engine drag. So I don't know if it'll fit a bracket, mate. But anyway, thanks for the thoughts. All right, so let's see what happens with that. Keep an eye on that. I'll keep you updated as much as I can. Like I said, I'm heading down to that. I've got mates heading down for the racing as well. So I'm looking forward. To that. So I mentioned it. I got this weekend, this Saturday at Queensland Raceway. I got Power Play 34. Really looking forward to that. On the microphone, there's a different atmosphere, of course, to a drag race. Drag racing my first love, but I do really enjoy the Power Play, Power Cruise events, and just I just sort of keep us up. You can't so much commentate them like you do a drag racing event, but you sort of keep everyone up to date with what's going on and keep them up to date with the program and talk to various races. Talk about all the different vendors and that. There'll be definitely trade vendors there as well. And just keep everyone updated what's going on, when they got to be at marshalling, what's coming up next, all the sponsors. So it's good. It's good. I got you got the earpiece in 24/7. I got the big man and others talking through that, keeping everyone updated, and we keep working on that. But they're a good event. So if you're in, it will be on. Even if it's raining, we'll still get the cars out there, they cruise around, have a bit of fun. All I'm going to say is, obviously, if you're taking part in that, just remember your ability. Sometimes that goes a bit astray with some people. They get a little bit excited, and you just got to use some common sense. But I'll keep reminding you, because that's my job on the day. I'll keep reminding you that just be careful, because if there are incidents, you may find yourself on the receipt. Oh, you might have to pay for some stupidity if you go that far. So just keep in mind, keep some common sense, and keep going with that. So that's it. Power play this weekend. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. the gates open for accreditation, and that's so every car that comes in needs to go through accreditation, needs to go through a scrutineering process, which is pretty basic, just the basics. Make sure your lights work, particularly, of course, your brake lights and that. Some simple safety stuff, and you're good to go. The guys will give you the okay. On track from 8 o'clock, so usually kicks off with the cruise session, and there'll be a couple, 2 or 3 cruise sessions throughout the day. I don't think the program's out. I had a quick look before, but it's probably not too far away. It'll be up in the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that if you're going out for that. But, the cruise, and we've got the power skid competition, which is always fantastic down the front straight there at Queensland Raceway. And I usually set myself up in the what I call the bird's nest, which is it's a little tower on the wall there, and get all the action from up there. So it's good to see. I can see the whole track. I can see back into the pits as well, and I'll keep you up to date with everything going on then. But the power skid, we've got the drifting. We usually have the drift boys out there as well. So I have the demonstration team out there showing their wares, and also there's a competition open up to amateur, I guess you might call them, drifters for that as well. There's the off-street drag racing, which is always fun. It's always good to see some of those guys. There's some seriously tough cars that turn up to these events, and to watch them try and get, look, obviously not a prep situation, so a bit of no prep, I guess you could call it. And it's all, it can be right down to the driving or just car setup. It's good to watch. It's good to watch. It's entertaining, and there's always different cars in the mix there, so we're always looking forward to that. So that'll be good as well. And the burnout competition usually kicks off later in the night. There might be a practice session throughout the day. It was usually the norm, and then the burnout competition at night. And don't they get in love in that? They love that. Usually get the crowd up against the fences for that one, and just watching all that burnout action. So that's on this weekend. Like I said, there is QDRC, the Queensland Drag Racing Championships first round this Saturday at Willowbank. Weather permitting. Like I said, it's a good problem, isn't it? The weather. Gary Kittle, hey mate, how you going? Good to have you on, mate. The Power Cruise Taxi also on. So Gup's always coming up with new innovations for Power Cruise, and that was a good one that he started. Actually, he had it previously a few years ago, but he bought it back. He bought himself a VESS wagon, and the boys at High Talk gave it a little bit of a nibble, a bit of a nip up, and went over that, gave it a little bit of extra, and there's a bottle in the back too, so a little bit of nitrous on that. And Brian Alvicio, I don't know if he's on the night, but Brian Alvicio is a mate of Gups and a racer up here, the Joker, races bikes up here at in modified bike and that. But he was the steerer. He was the Stig last time out, and he was taking passengers for rides all day long there at Power Cruise last time. So he's back this weekend, the Power Cruise Taxi. If you want to take part in that, that's the other thing. If you haven't got a car, you can come along for $5. You just got to line up at the tent, fill out an indemnity form, pay your $5, and get a wristband, and you can be a passenger in a car. And if you haven't got mates there or friends, or can't find someone yourself, we usually try and find someone for you, or you can go for a ride in the taxi. So actually, there's some good video up this week. The taxi goes all right. Don't worry. It lined up a few cars and put them to shame at that last Power Cruise event. So that'll be good too. Good stuff. Who's messaging me? Somebody's messaging me. Anyway, so that's on this week. Quick shout out to, of course, the local tracks. Benarabi coming up on the 15th. On the 15th, another come and try day. They had one a few weeks ago. I think it was fairly successful, but I like this idea. I like this idea. Numbers have dropped off a little bit over the past couple of seasons up here, so the guys have gone, all right, we'll do these come and try days. So there's no track preparation. It's not a prep track as if you would for a drag racing event. But what it encourages is first timers or those that just want to have a bit of a go in street-based vehicle, basically, or just come out and have a go. You come out, fill out a form, give us your information, no cost involved, and come and try. And there's races and officials there, obviously, to give you some tips or to make you feel comfortable, or just tell you what it's all about. Because it's a bit daunting, isn't it? Sometimes to get out there for your first time and have a go down the drag strip. So that's cool. I like that idea. The guys are running them throughout the year as well, usually a week preceding their events, so their calendar's out as well. Obviously, all the calendars are out for the tracks. Guys, get on their Facebook pages, get on their websites, download their calendars. I save them on my phone as a file or as a photo. Just save them in favourites, and you can always refer to that. But keep on their Facebook pages. Plenty of updates. Both Palmyra and Benara really good at keeping updates going and new posts and new interesting tidbits coming through all the time. So good content from those guys. So keep it up, guys. I like it. I like the come and try days. Spread the word if you're in one of those local areas about, hey, you can come out. I think some people think that, it's all, oh, no, my car's not fast. I don't have a V8. I don't have turbo car, whatever, it's just open to people. Come out and have a go, and it's good fun. It's good fun. There's thousands and thousands of us all around the country that are addicted to it. So you might join the list. A few more get on. Hey, Mark Gordon, how are you, mate? All right. So the other one, Palmyra. How much do they do? Look, I'll bang on about these guys till the day I die, I think, because they put in so much effort up there. And it's great for me to be a part of what happens up there. I just play a small part. I basically, I used to just fly in and do my gig and fly home again. But I drive these days, actually, because I'm a bit closer, obviously. But just what happens up there, there's always stuff happening. Glenn and Ken and Rose and all the team and Terry and Carly and the list goes on and on. Pete Holt, who used to be there, obviously won't be there that much anymore, unfortunately, because he's moved to air. But just a great team of guys and girls up there. The Skinners, just so many people involved. They put in a massive effort, and the latest thing they're doing is they're improving the walls, the walls on the side of the drag strip there. And so I was looking at posts earlier. They did 60 metres of wall. They've got to increase the height of the wall slightly just to get it up to some current specs. So they did 60 metres, which is a lot, fair bit of wall in the middle of January. But in the last few days, they've done 180 metres. So those upgrades are continually going on. Those guys are out there. They work their butts off, and it's all for us racers. And for everyone, just so everyone's safer and gets that venue up to spec as much as possible. And there's just constant improvements going on. And it's just awesome. And I love going there. Like I said, it averages out about once a month. I go there, and I go there every time. Every time there's something new, there's something different, there's something upgraded, there's something painted. The condition of the place is just fantastic. It's it's mowed. Everything's clean. It's good. Bloody good. Some big tracks that take a tip out from these guys. I tell you, it just makes the people just feel more at home, just more comfortable. It just makes the whole experience better. And it's really not that hard to do that. So like I said, some of the bigger tracks to take a tip, and just those little things will make a big difference. So, and like I said, I'm proud to be a part of it. They still got 250 metres of wall to go. So the rains are coming. There's a bit of rain forecast up there. So I saw the guys have packed away all the equipment. So they've got all their moulds and whatnot to do those walls. So that's all packed away for a minute just while that rains. So like I said, it's a good problem to have. We need the rains. and we'll sit it out. We'll take it. We'll definitely take it, and let's hope that everyone that needs it is getting it as well, of course, to make their lives easier. So that's exciting. First round up there in Mackay, 14th of March. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. I love going there. It's my favourite place to go, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, February, very busy for me. I sit down and worked out the calendar the other day. I'm away at one stage for 10 days in February. I'm in Sydney 2 weekends in a row to Power Cruise. Then I'll be back in Brisbane for a few days. So I want to try and catch up with a few people, so I'll keep us updated, see what we can do there. Thought someone's not going to be doing it in a minute, but anyway. And then I'm back down to Sydney to watch the Kenda event and help out a few mates that are racing. So busy time, exciting times, and I'm looking forward to it. And if I catch up with you, please come and say hello. Come and say hello. What else is happening out there at the moment, guys? Anything happening that I need to know about? Getting all excited. You're going to Benaraby for the come and try first round. Yeah, just talking about that before, Adam Cruden. I will be Benaraby for that, to come and have a look, just to see who's there, and maybe just help out if I can. And just get a feel for what's happening there. But yeah, mate, I hope to be out there on the 15th. Unfortunately, I can't be there for the first round the following weekend. As I said, I'm in Sydney for Power Cruise 80. So I will miss that one, unfortunately. And I was looking at the calendar for Benaraby the other day, and I think I missed one other event later in the year because it clashes with something else that I'm committed to. So otherwise, I'll definitely be there for all the rounds. And like I said, I'm still talking with those the guys at Benaraby, see if I can play a bit more of a role. Let's say that. So we'll see what happens there. Everyone went pretty well in Sydney. I mentioned that last week. Some good results coming out of there. So I see the TV shows are up and that. So the words are out there, and people are enjoying the drag racing. So it's good to see. What else is happening, guys? What else is happening? Any new cars or anything? Any new events coming up? Keep us updated. I'll try and give you a bit of a plug if you've got something coming up as well, or you need a bit of a plug for whatever reason. Guys, everyone needs a little bit of support from time to time. So you guys support me, so I'm happy to support you. So let me know if you've got something on coming up, whatever the thing is. I haven't got a lot to say tonight. What else? That's probably about it. Nice and short tonight, guys. I won't take up too much of your time. You're probably missing Married at First Sight. Yeah, I watch it. I'm not going to lie. I don't care. Sorry, getting a little bit dry. That's about it. Yeah, keep an eye on the calendars. Get out there, have a vote. If you're in Brisbane or anywhere in the surrounds, get out to Power Cruise, or at least if you can be there, get to of course QDRC if you want to go watch some drag racing this weekend at Willowbank Raceway. Good luck to everyone competing. Team Skittles ready for Kenda. That's it. Team Skittles getting ready. So yeah, quick shout out. Actually, I'll give a quick shout out to a mate of mine, Jace Cowie. Got his car on the track for the first time last weekend with the new combination. Gone on a twin turbo LS. How about 1,500 at the tyres the other night on the hub dyno? So very good, man. Very happy for you. Took it to the track for the first time on the weekend on those little 235 tyres and giving it nothing. No boost. There's hardly anything in it. Just sort of walking off the line. Still went 520 at 141 from memory. Over the 8th mile, of course, and rolled out and still went 8 something over the quarter. So looking good, cows. Looking good, champion. So we'll be getting that one ready soon. Getting excited. I'm getting really excited. This season's going to be good. Not a chance to be running. Brian Elvis here. Come on, champion. Come on. Don't be like that. So he's probably going to hope Easter Willowbank is a good turnout. Adam Layton, yeah, mate, I hope so too. Hope you get. I just want to see it get improve all the time. I want to see big crowds at tracks. I want to see lots of people having a go. I want to see lots of events supported by the public, by racers. Like I said with that Kinder round earlier, we need to make that happen in Sydney. We need to get some more entries in, guys. There's heaps of tough cars. They're everywhere. Come and have a go. Come and have a go. 8th mile. Don't mind the 8th mile. Like I've said it before, some people, a lot of the traditionals, like, they're not bagging, but, they're not a fan of the 8th mile. I like it. Short, quick, got to be on the ball, throw everything at it to get there first. It's exciting. It's exciting. And as a rule, not so much wear and tear on your car, because it's a lot of it, car or bike even. It's that extra stretch, just that swinging top gear, swinging hard in the top end of the track that puts the extra strain on your car and your engine and your components. So it's good. It's good stuff. If you can get involved, make sure you do it. Race at test day at Willow was pretty busy on Saturday. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure, mate. Dean Ferris saying race at test day. There was one at Willowbank on the weekend, just gone. I saw some photos and a couple of people said to me there wasn't many there, but you're saying it was pretty busy. Good, awesome. So people need to support them. Once again, Willowbank and that put on those race at test days for licensed races only. And they need to be supported as well, because they were talking about dropping them at one stage. Sydney did a good job. Peter and Madron did well, trying times. Safety 2 shows. Is there any quarter mile racing at Kenda? Shardy, I'm not 100% sure, mate. I think we're just going the 8th mile racing for the Kenda round. I probably should check that out a bit more for you. I'll go back sometime. I'll be back sometime. Mark Hirsch, mate, good to see you, mate. Working on the Statesman, hopefully back sometime this year, mate. Good to see. Compared to the last year, it was busy. Okay, Dean Ferris saying compared to last year's race at test day was busy. So that's good to see. Good to see some more people turning up, supporting those days, those events. So the race at test day, quarter mile race. I don't think there is, Shardy. I honestly don't think there is. I don't know what the support program is for Kenda. I'll have to check that out. I should do my research. Sorry, mate. All right. What else? That's about it. Guys, once again, thanks. Just nice, short, sharp one. I haven't got a lot of content. I try and keep you updated as much as I can, but when I start getting into events and that's when I'll start dribbling on a bit. I'll start feeding you. I'm starting to get excited. Theo did a good job. Theo, who's Theo? Who's she? Don't know. What happened to Zap? Gladys. Oh, yeah, how about that one? Adam Layton just bringing up Zappia. We've all seen the footage. It's been shared everywhere. How about that one on the weekend over there at Perth? 250 plus mile an hour through the traps. The chutes come out and tore clean off the car, both of them. So you get some pretty good footage in the bottom end there. They always have some good footage there. From what I can tell, and I'll get there one day. I'll get to Kwinana one day, Perth Motorplex. It sort of jumps up a little bit towards in the braking area there. So the footage from the top end there, you see Zap sort of come over the rise there. The chutes just tear clean off the back of the car, and then he's on the brakes, and he did well. It was all there was flames and sparks and all sorts of stuff coming off the brakes as he was trying to pull it up, and he went in really heavily into the sand, but looked like went in pretty much straight in. Looks like it turned around a little bit, but didn't go over. The sand did its job as far as that goes. It was hard to tell sort of what sort of damage, but hopefully it's not too much, and we'll see Zap back very shortly. He's just such a tenacious competitor, and he's been at the top of the game for so long. He'll be back as quick as he can. So he's good to watch, isn't he? He just keeps reeling off those numbers. But you tell me a guy, like a Group 1 guy, a Pro Series guy, or whatever they call it these days, that does more laps than him. And we saw it, in the last couple of seasons with the Moitz team, Paul Mahayat and, of course, the Moitz Mustang, and just the amount of passes they put in, the amount of testing, to be on that same level. And of course, they got those couple of championships. And that's what was needed, but like it's a massive commitment. And when you look at it, Zap's just done it for years, like year on year on year on year, and you wonder how he does it. But he just puts laps in, and he knows that car inside out. He's obviously got a fantastic combination. Laps. It's all laps, 100%. He'd probably do double most Group 1 competitors, and that's the reason why he is as good as he is. He's got that thing sorted, and he can. How many times did you see, like the guys would be so what? Even back in in the 580s, 590s, and Zappa come out around 70. Just knock a tenth off them just to kick them in the nuts and make them feel the pain a little bit, and sort of just scratch their heads and go, how did he do that? And then and then we start to creep into the 70s, and he dropped into the 60s, and it's full on, and I take my hat off to him. He's a dead set legend of the sport, and he's done a fantastic job, and he continues to, and he just keeps getting the job done. All right, that's about it. What do we got? It is a bit short. Anyway, what do you do? A little bit late again tonight, guys. I apologise. Something wrong with the camera. I'll work this out. I'm not far from any genius on the bloody on this technologically based stuff, cameras and laptop, but I'm working my way around it, and we'll work it out. We'll do the best we can. Like I said, as events happen, I've got a few things planned for this year, so keep an eye out for that. You'll be getting some little videos up from time to time, and we'll go from there. Give me some ideas, give me some feedback. I'm happy for you to get on there and leave me some feedback on the show, or just on my page or whatever. Something you can do. I'm just a little bit flat through this part, like I said, this part of the season, because I'm not doing what I love. I'm not out there doing the commentary. I'm not on the mic. I'm not at drag racing events or car events. So I feel a little bit lost, a little bit of withdrawals kicking in, but we're back into it soon. Back into it soon, full steam ahead, doing as much as I can, and giving it my all. So. Thanks, guys, for all the support once again. Talk to you soon. Oh, so I got a new shirt coming. I've got a new shirt. As you know, I've got the black and white stripes. I've had that one for about 5 years now. She's pretty second-hand. Originally, I did it myself. I went to the old Spotlight and got some iron-on letters and that, and I did that myself. But actually, I bought a new shirt. I bought a new striped shirt. And I was just the other day, I was at the local uniform clothing, whatever shop, and it's away. The shirt's away, getting some new lettering, and a couple of a little bit of a different design, but a fresh shirt coming. I'm pretty excited about that, and I'll keep that rolling. That can be my thing. Like I said, it was something I did as a bit of a joke at start, and I'll keep it going because everyone sort of likes it. And it stands out, let's be honest. All right, so that's not too far away. I won't have it for this weekend, but I will have it for that that Power Cruise event in Sydney at 20th to the 23rd. 4 days, Power Cruise 80, Sydney Motorsports Park, the old Eastern Creek. It's going to go off there, massive event. All right, that's it. Thanks again, guys. Catch you all later. Like I said, leave me some feedback, help me out a little bit, and we'll go from there. And I'll keep pumping some content as I get a bit more into the season and a bit more happening. All right, love is all. On that note, Shagga out.